So, last time on Mansion of the Minimizing Mage, which you didn't know what it was called that when you first started playing, you were continuing the restoration of a Troll Skull Manor when you got a knock on the door, and you find out it's one of your neighbors, Conan the Librarian
Hello.
from the bookstore down the street. So you got some of your mail, and it turns out you all were invited to the estate of an Azkaban a cool. He heard about your recent acquisition of the Troll Skull Banner, and he wanted to invite you all to dinner and possibly talk about how to acquire the Dragon's Hoard that he heard rumblings that some parties in Waterdeep wanted to obtain. Um, so, unfortunately, Mousy was sick due to a fungal infection he got from some mushrooms in the uh, in the sewers. So Conan joins you a few miles outside Waterdeep. You see his mansion, and you're greeted by a invisible butler. He had the clothes, but not the body, and he asks you to please leave your weapons at the door, and he led you upstairs past a room full of mouse holes, a hallway with vines coming out of one of the doors, an acid-stained carpet, which later became a obstacle for you. But you got to the dining hall and had a lovely but a little awkward dinner with Azkaban. But soon he seemed to grow tired of your stories, and with a big triumphant cackle, a gas began to come from the pipes in the ceiling, and you all began to shrink to a fragment of your original height. You're about 6 to 8 inches tall. Well, smallest of you are 3 inches tall. Tallest of you is about 7 or 8 inches tall.
Yep.
And he left you to basically survive the dangers of the mansion while he observes from afar. And after narrowly escaping some miniature gelatinous cubes that were used to clean up the crumbs and remains on the table, you begin to explore the mansion and kind of find out what the heck's going on here. You interrupted a fight between some seemingly intelligent rats and mice. The rats were actually speaking English, and the rats were surrounding a small group of mice and an injured squirrel, and you were able to intervene. The rats seemed to be servants of Azkaban, but also had a leader called Radigo that they were reporting to. And further downstairs, you found a music room that has been kind of overtaken by nature. And you found a druid named Iora living there, the same size as you, who was attending to the squirrel. And you had a little conversation with her. She mentioned that she was the first victim of Azkaban after she noticed putrid smoke coming from the chimneys. And I think, Mark, I don't know if you were here for this entire conversation, because I know your internet went out
Yeah, I was
for a little bit.
I caught just like I think I missed like the last minute or so, and then caught some of it on the. I listened to the recording.
She kind of tells you a brief history of her time there, saying how she kind of chose to remain small to help adventurers who are trapped here, and to kind of look after the mice. She mentioned that she does know of an antidote in the alchemy lab on the tower in the north end of the building, but to get in there, you need sheet music that will open a secret entrance. And I didn't get to it because we're a little in a hurry, but she knows of antidote notes scattered around the mansion that you're going to need to if you have any hope of creating an antidote. She told you that
go find all of the pieces of the puzzle.
She says that she doesn't know where the sheet music is located in the mansion, but she knows the rats do. But they may not be the most trustworthy of folk.
It's the rats, not the mice, that would know it, right?
The rats. Yeah, the rats seem to speak English. The mice, who are much smaller. If the rats are the size of a dire wolves, the mice are kind of the size of a large dog, like a golden retriever, almost. What else? She says, also warns, if you hang around too long, Azkaban is probably going to get bored of watching you and send the cat after you, or possibly other creatures.
Which is apparently made of goo.
Yeah, she said it was like a kind of like a homunculus cat made of slime.
Yeah, I hate slime cat.
She mentions that the cat usually hangs around the entrance to the tower where the alchemy lab is. So sooner or later you may have to deal with them anyway. But yeah, but that's basically where we are.
Thank you for the summary. It feels like an entire year has gone by since we last played.
Gosh.
Okay. See, when you're small, time moves way faster.
You see Konan, as she was explaining this, you saw Konan just kind of like looking around at something, and then somebody snapped to attention. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I think I blacked out for a bit. I'm back now."
Repeat all that for me. So Iora, the druid, continues to tend to the squirrel who's been injured by the rats. And she says, well, I wish you the best of luck if you ever need a place of refuge. This is probably one of the safest places in the house because Azkaban doesn't come around here very often. Kind of leaves this room alone.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling pretty rough. I'm at 11 hit points of 21.
Yeah, I mean, probably take a short rest. I don't know. And I wasn't making a joke at you, Sharptooth.
Ah,
Kind of
Short
She
rest.
kind of has a little moment of realization as and she kind of walks towards one of the cracks in the walls where there's like some earth underneath. It's probably used to go outside if you needed to, and there's a little puddle of water inside. And she says, "I may be small, but I'm still a druid." And she takes out a little teaspoon and dips up some water and goes, if you need a short rest without wasting any time, if you need the mechanic short rest, just take a sip of this water and it should give you the benefits. But I can only enchant this water once a day.
That's fair. Well, I say we imbibe the strange druid puddle water. I mean, it's stagnant and it's sitting there for a while, and it's collecting in a on the ground and not like a bowl or anything. But I'm sure it's okay.
Yeah. She says if you need a healing, next door is where the mice live. If you get on their good side, their leader Poofle might offer you some healing.
Well, do we as players want to use, or do any of us want the little short rest mechanic now?
Sure.
Wouldn't hurt. We can use that to get on the good side, I guess. All right. Well, we will, I guess, drink from the cup of life. Water.
The teaspoon of life.
Oh, it tastes like good berry.
Short rest.
So we haven't taken many short rests in the game yet, but if you press the short rest button, and then select to use your hit dice, you can regain hit points that way.
So just click roll the die. Or not
Click one of the little boxes you have underneath. It's a
okay.
yeah, and they should pop up. You can do them one at a time, or you can do as many as you want right now, because you might get enough that you might roll a 1 and you're like, well, I want to roll more. So you're not limited to just picking once.
Yeah, but to actually roll it, and it will hit the one with the heart in it, and it will automatically add it to your hit points rather than you having to add it manually.
And then when you're done with that, click the take short rest, and then it will go to a confirm button and click it when it's green. And you'll take the short rest, and it'll reset any short rest abilities that you have.
Got it. Thank you.
Oh, it's like we were just here.
No, back at the table.
Yeah. Not the table. Right. So you're at forgot to turn out the music room. Right here. I can't see your health, so I assume it all went up properly.
Yeah.
Mine did, yeah.
Yeah, the bar is a little too small.
Yeah.
Have a magnifying lens.
Yes. So where are you heading next? Or if you want to ask Ior more about the house, you can do that too.
I say we try and talk to the mice, get on their good side right away, and then we can figure out what our game plan is. Get our allies before our
good idea. Oh,
yeah.
Are we on the good side because we didn't let the mice die? I feel like that's a good thing.
I mean, it's definitely going to curry favor. Or is you saying you know somebody named the Rat King? Maybe they've heard of the Rat King. Bring him up.
Maybe not to the mice.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. I'm just saying that mice and rats look the same sometimes. When you're really tall, I look around. It's like there's no mice looking at me, are there? Nobody's heard that.
I think it would be good to ask the mice some questions, because maybe they've seen some of that sheet music.
Does anybody speak mouse?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You enter in you actually pass by this room as you were entering the mansion. You notice all the mice holes in the wall. From your vantage point, the three high black chairs in the sitting room look more akin to massive. It says butts, but that can't be right. Massive boots. B-U-T-T-E-S.
Yeah.
What's a butte?
It's like the things in deserts that are like mountains but flat on top.
Okay. Could have said plateaus, but I appreciate it.
It's like the plateaus in Monument Valley, the ones that are just sort of like island plateaus.
Yeah, massive buttes jutting from the ground, and the table they surround a mesa. The floorboards are riddled with holes no larger than a gold piece. Every so often, you catch a glimpse of glowing eyes peering at you from some of the openings.
Yeah, Simon gives them a nervous wave.
What you waving
The
at?
The eyes disappear.
Really
quickly.
We're being watched.
Was it by rats?
I don't know.
Brutrik would like to roll a perception check. Look around and see if
Wait.
there's mice.
You can see quite clearly that you see the eyes and all the holes. Like they're too nervous to come out.
What's like the rats? What's the mice's? What are mice like? Boy, do you have any cheese there, Simon? I know how much you love cheese. And I look around. Is any of the mice being enticed?
Actually, I'm lactose intolerant.
You don't know that.
I think they know what lactose intolerant means, because I don't.
I see. You're pulling a ruse.
Oh, Simon.
We're trying to get them out of the holes. That's what we're trying to do. I don't know what you're saying, but I don't have any food, nothing.
Brutrik's gonna go up to one of the holes and wave and say, "Hello."
Give me a persuasion. They're pretty scared of this big, bulking creature just bending over and yelling to one of the holes. And you hear like a skittering go like deeper into the walls.
Oh. Didn't work.
Here, let me try. Hey, you guys! We just want to be friends. Is that a persuasion?
Yeah, let's get another persuasion.
Wait, don't you-
17. Perhaps because you are more their size. You see little, like, their little heads start poking out of the holes.
They're
And,
adorable.
Yeah, they're cute. They're like, here.
They're like wild field mice that have giant eyeballs that are. Oh my
It's a
god!
Yeah, look at them. Aw. And slowly, little mice come shyly out of their holes until one of them seems to have a little bit more authority than the other. It's actually holding a little stick, like a almost like a wizard's staff.
Can you
Comes
speak-
out
Excuse me, stick.
in a little more bravely. This one approaches you.
Excuse me there, stick mouse. Can you speak words?
Speak. Speak.
Let me try, and I go through my 7 languages I know to see if he knows anything beyond squeaking.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
I think he definitely doesn't know Dwarvish, and I think he doesn't know Halfling, but I don't think we're gonna get anywhere.
Why don't we do like a charades or like that picture game? Like we draw it or we act it out.
Oh, you mean trivial drawing, Chase?
Probably not. I guess I want to. If there's any way that Sharptooth can like kind of perform the ask about like the sheet music.
Do you have your bass with you?
No, but I'm very good at performing.
I think technically, you didn't. You only put away your weapons. They didn't consider your instrument a weapon.
Oh, that even makes sense of like wanting to make music, and then with the harp, like pointing towards the room with the harp in it, and to try and like get across the message of potentially that sheet music. If there was any way to, only there was like paper out of like maybe grabbing Konan's like a piece of paper from his something, and then like just being like this, and then playing music and pointing back to the paper.
My favorite book.
Yeah, like-
Okay, I won't look when you take a page out.
Well, give me a performance check. So you're like writing down notes on a
Yeah.
little scrap of paper with some dirt or something. Okay, 22.
Beast.
The mice kind of listen to your performance, and like their little eyes, little beady eyes kind of light up, It's like they just find this delightful. And actually when it's all over, they make little clapping noises with their little hands.
And then like
You go
completely
squeak.
everything, Sharptooth is gonna be like, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's go. Squeak, squeak, squeaky, squeak. Squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeaky, squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeaky, squeak. And this other little mouse, which actually has a cut on its side, he kind of turns to the mouse in charge. Which, at this point, I'll say the druid says whose name was Poof.
Okay.
Put that there. The mouse kind of points excitedly to you and goes, squeak, 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 squeak. Kind of points to his like the little cut, and then he points upstairs, like to the ceiling, and Poof kind of nods, and he gives a little order to some other mice. Squeak, 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 squeak. And you noticed when you first came in here, there was a little stand with a book on it. And you see one of the mice hop up on some chairs, like climb up a chair leg, onto a desk, onto the little platform holding the book. And with the help of some of the other mice, they start flipping the pages until they get to this loose piece of paper.
Is this the? Yeah, this is the room that had that. Yeah, so this is the one I looked at when we came in. I sort of glanced at it. I didn't get a good look at it, but
Yeah.
it was like the history of the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there was a loose piece of paper, like it was like a loose scroll.
Gotcha.
Part through it, and they both come back down. They're all carrying this piece of paper, which to your size would be about the size of a poster, of a large poster if it was all rolled up. And they hand you it. Squeak, 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 squeak.
I'm gonna open it up. You're like, that was beautiful. How you jumped and got the page. Wow. And then like,
Don't sign it.
oh, you want my
This is
autograph? Okay.
The autograph's going to be like really small. They're not going to be able to do much with it. Like,
You're right. Notes on shrinking reversal. The orange solution is its own, on its own, does not seem to be to reverse the effects. I have no doubt the orange solution is critical to undo the effects, but it must require a dose of something else immediately after. I got most of them words.
Yeah, you did really good, Sharptooth. That's much better than I thought you were going to do.
Me too.
I'm just like, you see Konan just kind of like biting his lip really, really hard that he's drawing blood from it to say, yes, you did a great job with that reading.
As I like to call it, reading.
Yes. Simon, we need to talk about your friends. I think you're hanging out with the wrong people. Could be a bad influence on you.
So, Poof, like the little mice look very proud of themselves. And Poof kind of, like, points to the injured rat. And then points to you. And, he makes a little wave of his staff. And he lays one of his little mouse hands onto the wound. And it, there's a faint glow. And when he removes the hand, the cut is gone. So it's some kind of healing magic. And he points to you, points to his hand, points back to you. Squeak, squeak.
I was going. I guess bowing. That I'm totally fine. Like I had this teaspoon water. It did really nice things to me. But Brutrik here looks like crap. Is there anyone else here that looks? If I could point maybe to the. Who here?
Oh, did Brutrik not get
No, I
any
didn't.
hit dice?
I got 7, but I need 3 more. I was hurting pretty bad.
What about Konan?
Konan, how you doing?
Konan?
That good, huh?
Oh, sorry. I am doing good. Sorry, I was trying to get something set up somewhere, and it took my attention away. I am feeling okay. I am not blacking out at all.
Quite fascinating, though. I've never expected a mouse to have clerical powers. I would love to learn what god would a mouse end up getting magic from.
Oh, I've heard of this one warlock named Didney. Warlock Didney.
Okay, so Brutrik, I guess, is the one that's going.
Brutrik is very shy right now because he feels bad for scaring them earlier, so he's moving really like tiny steps and he's really like pulled in on himself so he doesn't look so big.
So Sharptooth's going over, I guess, grabbing his calf or his knee and like pull him over, and then pointing to the mouse to say, like, this guy, he needs your hand, and pointing to my hand, his hand, up to Brutrik.
Okay, I'm actually looking on the app because I can see all of your
Playing from Joey's iPhone 12.
Okay, thank you.
I've got an iPhone 13.
Cameo appearance by.
Okay, so Poof, he kind of walks over to Brutrik, and he does a cure wounds on you, and you gain exactly 3 hit points.
Yay! Brutrik is a really big smile. Thank you so much.
All the little mice start to kind of hop up and down, going squeak, 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 squeak. And now they're not afraid of you, and they're like rugging up against you and tugging at your clothes and all that stuff. And
Yeah, just giving like one of them a shoulder ride and stuff. It's like, oh, this is great.
yeah,
And wholesome. It's nice.
So the note mentions an orange solution, but there's something else as well. I don't suppose you little fellows know what this is referring to, or where we should go to find it.
Poof goes squeak, 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 and then he holds up 3 of his little mice fingers.
Ah, right.
Oh my gosh, you understand English. Common.
I don't
I'm in
believe so.
English.
I'm in English. That is. Oh. Boy, that's cool.
But, so we need 3 things, or maybe 3 more things?
I assumed it was 3 together.
Okay. Any suggestions of the next place to look? Mr. Magic Mice?
They weren't really supposed to like understand English 100%, but you know,
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We
loose
don't
here.
understand them that much
Yeah,
anyway.
He just starts squeaking, squeak, 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 squeak.
Yes, no, very helpful. Thank you. I guess we'll start looking then.
If we come across any of the other mice brethren or sistren in trouble, we will not hesitate to assist.
Poof gives a little clap. And all the little mice squeak, 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 squeak. Kind of head to the little mice hole. And they give you little waves as they do so.
Bye.
Jesus.
Squeak, squeak.
See ya, mice.
Goodbye.
So you now have part of an antidote fragment. Which is notes on how to cure yourselves.
Sounds like the alchemy is color-coded, which will make things very easy, providing that we can see color.
Again, goblins see color.
Yes.
It's all shades of gray.
I was like, yeah.
I haven't seen color since the 1970s.
Because I saw too much color.
I saw too much color back in the day. Let me tell you. All right, which way do you exit this room?
I think we should go to the entry hall. 'Cause
Well, that's
maybe
where that's where the cat was.
wasn't the cat at the tower?
She mentioned that the cat was usually hangs around the tower base, which is the entrance to the alchemy lab, which is on the northern side of the mansion.
Okay.
So are you thinking there's just papers lying around each room? How unorganized.
Yeah, but I mean,
Very creative.
maybe we just didn't see it because we were too big, but now we're the perfect size to see the papers for the antidote that we didn't know we'd need when we first entered here.
I
don't
like
buy-
It
your-
should have been obvious. It should have been obvious that we needed that when we came in.
You don't just walk into someone's house for dinner and expect an antidote.
That is something that I expected Sharktooth to never say. I expected to be the opposite for Sharktooth. Sharktooth, every dinner goes to, is like, well, better have the antidotes just in case. Never know when someone's going to poison me.
No, that's usually only when Sharptooth is the one cooking.
It's an iron stomach.
It's not allowed in the kitchen. Anyways, let's go over to the entry hall and see what we can find.
Well, let's peek in and just make sure the cat isn't there first, though. Or would you just all walk at 5 feet into the room?
Yeah, so most of these doors are closed, but you are able to
Please under
squish your way through the bottom of it. And this is the hall that you first saw when you enter the mansion. You see your weapons sitting neatly in a corner, but of course they are far too large for you to grab.
How absolutely useless.
Okay, I've got my sturdy knife.
And the great sword is now too great.
No, it's grand.
Never thought. It's an ultra sword. Sword.
You also notice that the front door wasn't completely shut.
We could escape and just be tiny people for the rest of our lives.
Wow, no.
I don't even think we can make it all the way back to our inn.
I mean, it would probably take us, several months of a journey, but
And an owl will probably pick you up.
yeah.
What a friendly
Well,
owl.
as you kind of look at the door, you say, "Oh, the door's open a little bit." You see another rat poke their head through the door,
Oh,
and it
fuck.
takes a little sniff, and it starts running towards you.
Nobody move. Its vision is based on movement.
But unlike the other rats, this one is kind of snowy white, and you notice it has a red piece of cloth tied around its neck. And everyone but Konan immediately recognize that this is Clementine, the mouse,
Oh.
the rat. This is Mousie's and the Rat King's sidekick. And
Dude, I know.
it squeaks happily when it gets to you. It kind of starts sniffing you.
Conan is just frozen because he thinks it can't see him.
Brutrik gives it a hug. It's like, Clementine!
What are you doing?
And you see there's a little note wrapped around its cape, like tucked in between the cloth. And when you unroll it, it's a little note, but since you're small, it's quite large. It goes, "I'm sorry I couldn't make it to your dinner, but I thought Clementine might keep you company. Please give her some cheese." And then it says Mousy.
Do you all know this rat?
Yes, this is the pet or familiar, I suppose, of our housemate, Mousy Brown.
He was quite sick when we left. But if Clementine's here, he must be feeling better, because she would never leave his side. Would you, Clementine?
He is a little purr slash squeak.
Basically a Togepi.
So Clementine is now. Clementine has joined the party.
Da 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 da.
Sharky's gonna whisper over to Simon and say, "If she dies, Mousy is never gonna forgive us."
I mean, she made it all the way here without, we took a cab. And did we walk or did we actually get transportation? I can't remember.
Probably walked.
But she came on her own. She's got to be like an owl could have gotten her.
The killer goo cat is in this house. That might be a little. Let's just take care of her, okay?
Okay.
Got more responsibility. Bet you she's gonna kick ass more than all of us.
Yeah, she's gonna have to save her lives. Are there any in the entranceway bookshelves or just different platforms or perhaps a sheet of paper could be in? That's what Brutrik.
You do not see here. You see a say a small desk near the door, and
That desk.
in like a mat that you would wipe your feet on, which I don't think anyone did.
Nope, absolutely not. Nope.
Simon did.
Well, did you see the rug upstairs? It's not like they're taking care of the place.
No, it's not about that. It's anyway. So Brutrik would like to climb on top of this desk to see there's any loose papers on it.
Climb up one of the legs. Give me either athletics or acrobatics. I forgot to record the video. It started. It's okay.
Oh, no. Not much has happened.
Yeah, I'll just put screenshots of the thing up here. But yeah, you're able to do it pretty easily.
I'll be underneath just to catch him if he falls.
You see on top of the desk, you kind of see a little bowl with some full-size keys on it.
Hey,
What else
everyone, there's like a bunch of keys up here. Do you think they're maybe for other doors?
I don't think they're just up there for fun. Maybe they are.
Are there any drawers or anything in the like? Well, I guess we could probably see them from down here. Is it just like a table-like desk, or are there any like drawers or anything?
It's just like a little table.
Okay, like just like an entryway catch-all table.
He would put his odds and ends if he ever left the tower.
Yeah.
On this little desk, but I don't think he ever leaves the tower.
Car keys.
These glasses up there. Maybe you left these glasses up there. We could hold them for ransom.
Do you think I should bring some keys with me? I mean, there's no way of knowing which one we need, and if we need any of them.
How do you put it in the door once you get it?
Climb up the door. Oh, Clement time could help.
Maybe? Grab them keys.
So how heavy are these keys like relative to me now? Like
You're 8 inches.
It'd be like you're holding like a giant weapon, like a large weapon, basically.
okay. I think it would be worth picking up those keys in case we need them later, and if not, then it will still mess him up because now he doesn't know where his keys are.
I would say you could pick up be able to hold one of these keys like you would a weapon. Let's say what would be a good alternative? This is like holding a
Great club or a maul.
yeah, like a great. Yeah, where can I find a list of weapons?
Yeah, it'd probably like bludgeoning. Depending, it's like if it's an old like fashion key, it'd probably be something like bludgeoning.
Yeah. Yeah, so this would be equivalent of like a great club if you wanted to add that to your inventory.
Yeah.
If you're proficient in such weapons.
So you see a door to your left that you haven't been into yet.
Does that door actually exist?
Whenever you see a door, it exists, except for that one door that I said.
Which I thought was that one, but okay, yeah. Let's just continue. We might as well.
I guess Brutrik's just always keeping an eye out for like horizontal surfaces that like could have a sheet of paper in it, or if it like fell in the crack of a floorboard, something like that.
I'll keep a lookout for any liquids that would be colorful, or items that would be like something I could identify as orange, and not like the fruit, unless it's talking about the fruit.
Oh shoot.
It calls it a solution, so it's probably a liquid of some sort.
Okay. This seems to be a gallery, artist gallery. I hope I didn't read this wrong. Portraits make up the bulk of this gallery. Door faces look down on you from weathered canvases and tapestries. The main focus of the room is a crude portrait of an older human male clad in the star and moon emblazoned garb of an ancient wizard. The visage of the character casts its gaze downward in a look of disdainful superiority. Despite the figure's haughty expression, it comes across comical and unserious. Strangely, your eyes linger on it for longer than what is this word?
To Konan, he'll know.
Than a portraiture of this quality deserves. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
Piled beneath the portrait, you see hastily sealed jars of paint, indicating that this was likely a recent endeavor. So it's not a very good painting, but you just can't keep your eyes off it.
And it was made recently?
Yeah, judging from the paints you see on the floor underneath it.
Looks like the artist is Sam? Good oil painter.
I wonder if there's like magic or something, because this painting ain't that great, but I just keep looking at it.
Maybe, it's just the artist's intention is what makes it great. It doesn't always have to be photorealistic.
One thing you do notice is that, the portrait is looking down, as if it is expecting to be little people, crawling around the room.
One of those haunted mansion portrait effects where the eyes follow you wherever you move.
It's so obvious looking down.
How to add insult to injury is to immediately paint a picture after you shrunk a bunch of people.
At least he's, knows what he's doing. I mean, gotta give him that.
I wonder if we burn the picture, does it kill him?
Wouldn't that set the whole place on fire?
That would kill him.
I mean, we kind of we should probably get ourselves back to normal first.
Indeed.
If we burn down the, all the notes, we're not going to find the,
You're right.
Yeah.
Was there any papers around the paints that he half put together? These are all going to dry up.
Anything orange on the, does it look like it's been painted with orange solutions?
It's every paint but orange.
Damn!
But someone give me a perception check. Looking for papers.
I will assist if I can give somebody else advantage. Not that you need it, Simon.
That's why we call him Four Eyes.
He was looking around while you were admiring the horrible portrait.
Yeah, you take a look around the room, Simon, and you think you see something in the paint buckets move.
Oh dear. Over there. And points it out.
Looks like a bunch of papers. What? Oh, what? Let's go look. Oh, paint. Sorry, the thing.
It's more that you see something move.
You
see one of the paint cans kind of tipped over and some paint was left on the floor, and the paint is actually moving. It's undulating ever so slightly, and you think it might be dangerous.
Words.
What's with this guy moves? What?
Maybe we should leave before it notices us.
All right, you decide to take a wide berth as you try to cross the room.
Yep.
And that doesn't stop as almost like a little creature made out of paint leaps out of the paint jars. It runs kind of halfway across the room and then explodes in a shower of blue paint. When you make a dexterity saving throw with advantage, since you knew better than to get close to it.
Great. Uh-oh, saving throw.
Saving throw.
Oh, it's still +0.
Got a -1 dex, so
I wish I could save you, Simon.
So Brutrik and Sharptooth were like nimble enough to avoid the exploding paint, but Simon and Konan are just drenched in the in blue goo.
The nerds.
Nerd.
You don't take any damage, but you stand out and you look quite ridiculous.
Maybe we hid behind them. That's how we.
Yeah, Brutrik
Yeah.
is behind Simon and wasn't. No, he wouldn't have.
So you all have disadvantage on stealth, intimidation, and persuasion checks as you're coated with this stuff because you just look so silly.
oh boy.
New robes too. You just bought them.
Simon, aren't you really good at cleaning stuff?
Yes, though this will take quite a while to get out.
It looks like we just blew ourselves.
I don't think you knew what you just said.
Yeah. What do you mean, Mark?
You just arrested the development of this story.
Oh, no, I was just being a narrator.
Viewer discretion advised.
I guess we keep going to that door. Get out of here with
Yeah.
Before another color attacks us.
More colors. So, a large rectangular table is the central feature of this Spartan common area. Like the rest of the house, this area has fallen into disrepair and decay. Unlike the rest of the house, it doesn't seem that this section was ever ornamented and elegant. On top of the table is a cracked pitcher and a few chipped glasses, as well as unused wooden plates. Small piles of rags and discarded bones are distributed all over. You see red graffiti in the form of a rat skull and crossbones. There are 7 doors, including the one in which you entered, and they are labeled with faded paint and reads as follows. So I don't think there's 7 doors in this room, so I think that's another typo. Stairs, washroom, portrait gallery, larder, servants' exit, and 2 marked servant quarters.
Which would be, what was it? It was exit, servants' quarters. What were the other ones?
I'll tell you what's marked on the map because it doesn't match 100%.
Yeah, I mean, just say which.
Yeah.
What you're comfortable with.
Washroom,
Sure.
portrait gallery, which you think is the room you just exit.
Yeah.
Larder, servants' exit, and 2 marked servant quarters. And stairs.
Servant. So I don't think a larder, I don't think a larder would have any papers. They might have an orange solution in it.
You might
I don't
also
know.
have something we could give to the rats or the mice.
That's true.
I would hope that there wouldn't be any paper we need in the washroom.
Maybe you was thinking, went to the can, left the paper there, wrote it down on the John, left it there. We never know what this meant. He's full of surprise.
As are you.
I thank you, Simon.
Do you think we should split up?
No.
No. Let's just take a quick peek. just to make sure, and then move on.
Which room are you looking in?
The larder?
Well, I mean, at least we can get it out of the way.
Yeah, we'll check the larder first, and if nothing stands out, we'll check the washroom and then the servants' rooms.
Agreed. Yeah.
Provisions line the walls of the storage area. A room that would be a little more than a walk-in closet, were you full size, appears to you more like a massive canyon. But instead of layers of sedimentary rock, you see shells of monumental foodstuff and supplies. There are doors to the east and west.
More doors.
They're probably like little pantries or whatever. I'll look around for either papers or orange solutions, if I
Brutrik?
may.
Brutrik will also be looking for that, but also cheese.
Don't give me a perception check.
17.
It's fun.
You don't see any papers, but you see a lot of, foodstuffs. But you see one jar that is probably too big for you to handle when you're small, unless you were to open it right here. But it just has a little label that says compressed gelatinous cube. Do not open.
I think we should not open that.
Why?
But you take note of where it's located. And if you ever find yourself large again, this might be a useful magic item.
That'd be like a grenade, right?
I would hope so. Definitely not something you would drink.
That sounds like a challenge.
No.
You enter the next door.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
You enter into a plaster-walled kitchen. Sealed pots and pans are strewn about with Soiled pots and pans are strewn about with the discarded trimmings of herbs, vegetables, and meats from tonight's meal. The hearth and ovens are still glowing faintly and emanating warmth. Motion draws your eyes as figures scurry about. Throughout the dim light, you realize that the entire area is swarming with rats. Strangely, they all have the small paper hats on their heads. It becomes clear after a few seconds of observation that they aren't mere scavengers. They are cleaning the dishes and utensils of the area, although they don't seem to be above sneaking a brief snack once in a while. You witness them take a bite of parsley or gnaw on a piece of gristle every so often.
Hold
Was
breath and slowly walk backwards into the room.
our dinner cooked by rats?
Rich is gonna put his finger up to his lips and just be like, get out of there! Like, the thumbs back, just like slowly walking backwards.
So, yeah, none of the rats, even though if they look at you, they don't seem to pay much attention to you.
Go ahead.
They're just continuing their work, cleaning the dishes.
I'm just gonna say that I recall seeing some sort of movie that this reminds me of. I can't quite remember.
Was it Ratatouille?
No, I think it was. Oh, Spaceballs.
You see another door exiting here from the south. From the north, I mean.
There was another door in the previous room that said that had some other options. Washroom, stairs, and never looked in the washroom.
Can we maybe? Do you want to like try and communicate with the mice, or look around the kitchen, see if there's anything else in there?
Let's check elsewhere first, just in case.
Just in case.
I think they work for the guy that shrunk us, so I'm a little bit hesitant about talking to them.
Yeah, well, I mean, they probably made the food that. Oh God, it's their fault.
One of them, like, as they're carrying, a few of them are carrying some, like, a plate. They kind of pass by you, and one bumps into you, and it goes, "Hey, I'm walking here," and they continue their work.
Of course.
What other kind of accent would they have?
Of course.
From. Yeah.
Wanna?
I'm with Brutrik and suggest we backpedal out of the room.
Yeah.
And check the other rooms before going forward.
That might be the best.
Which one?
Servants' quarters would probably be good next.
Okay, you see two of them labeled that, but one. They both have the rat skull and crossbones on them. Which one do you enter? One of the right or the left?
Like a real one or drawn?
Drawn with like red paint.
Ah,
The right one?
I too would like to go into the correct one. Wait, I know what we have to do. We have to ask the other door which door we should go in.
Wait, the doors talk to us?
They have giant knockers with faces on them. I'm pretty sure that's common.
he's referencing a book that he enjoyed.
I thought it was real. It was real.
Alright, and then Sheptis is just gonna walk into the right one.
The one on the right.
The one on the right.
Brutrik
Right
follow.
button, right button. Okay. You squeeze your way under this door. You can see the remnants of bunk beds that have been crumbled and collapsed. Rats scurry to and fro from rickety shanties built out of ripped sheets, cloth, and whatever scattered materials these rodents were able to cobble together. In the center of this room, the rats have fashioned a sort of market square. They trade for scraps of food or tiny baubles with each other at rudimentary stalls. Surprisingly, amidst torn bits of disregarded dollies and strains of stray yarn, one rat has a shining breastplate prominently displayed.
Fascinating. They've found their own system of economics.
We probably shouldn't mess with the one that's dressed to kick our butts.
It's probably the bodyguard.
Immediately, one rat that's bigger than the others, he has this sewing needle, like a rapier, on the side of a little makeshift belt that's tied together with a little bit of string. He's actually looks like he's crafted some clothes for himself. And he goes, "You are the ones that my brothers and sisters says attacked them. That my brother said attacked them on the upper floor. You are foolish to let him escape, because now I know all about your treachery. I am Ratigo, and you are not allowed here." And immediately, 6 other rats kind of like gather at his side.
Put up my hands in a sort of way, we mean no harm sort of fashion. Be like, we just want to trade. And also get back to being big. But that's beside the point. Simon, back me up.
See, technically, it was them who attacked us first. But yes, we mean you no harm. We're simply exploring.
He takes out his little sewing needle rapier, kind of flourishes it, and he goes,
Good.
3 of my companions are dead because of you. I have the right mind to kill you as you stand. And you think he just might be able to.
I immediately turn to the rest of the party and I go, "What? Didn't we just kill 2 of them?"
There were however many, minus 1. I think there was 3.
I know we killed
4.
2, and there were 4, and I think we slept 2 of them and went and left as quick as possible, if I recall. So I didn't know if he was doing that on purpose. That was a story thing you were doing on purpose.
Okay, so I think 1 died. I think 2 were asleep, and 1 ran away. 1 woke up, I think.
Yeah,
or he does not account.
Yeah,
I think 2 were dead, but still, the one that were sleeping woke up. I think their tails were tied together.
Yeah,
that's right. I forgot that.
Yeah, and they told him what happened. And one just goes, "Yeah, that's them, boss. They tied our tails together. We were bumping into each other like we were some kind of mooks."
Are their tails still tied together?
Yeah, they can't get it done.
Like it did like a really good like sailor knot of some sort. Just
yeah. We're trying to get out of this for hours. And okay, so give me a persuade, like one of you, give me persuasion with disadvantage.
I suggest sharp. Be like, hey, if we didn't want to kill anyone, but it came to our skins or theirs, clearly, or else we would have just killed everybody. We don't want to go around killing people. And then I'm rolling persuasion at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Let's roll twice if you don't know how to.
No wait.
Came up with 7.
I think 113 plus 6 equals disadvantage 7.
What?
I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
No.
Yeah, just
Everyone.
If you rolled, it should show up on the thing. So just roll twice.
Okay. Yeah, they're doing something weird.
Oh no! It rolled a 11 and a 4 and added 6 to both of them.
Then here's what it is. The L1 is lose 1 or something like that. So or kill 1. So it drops the lowest. So that's what that means. So it took the 11 and the 4, took the lowest of that, which was the 4, and then added 6 to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So a 10.
15.
No, 10.
Oh, you rolled a 10?
Yeah.
It says 18 on the...
So those
I see
are
14.
nice.
It's weird. It piped it differently to the text chat.
Or did differently. Oh well, whichever you prefer.
Well, I go by.
Whatever one wins.
Shows up and rolls 20.
Yeah, I mean, it rolled. It probably just piped a different roll to what it rolled on the thing. So either way, pick as long as you're being consistent.
Yep. 14 though. He's not convinced, and he goes, "I suggest you run."
Okay, we're leaving. Let's go, guys. Let's go. And I'll just start pushing everybody along.
Sorry, bye. Start running.
I will not hesitate. When my rats see you, they will not hesitate to attack.
We're already out of the room.
Okay. Right. Rats, not your friends.
Okay.
So, let's not go into the other quarters then.
Yeah, I wonder what's behind this door.
Should we
Well,
try
that's
the
probably the real servants' quarters.
They both have the skull rat thing on it, though.
Oh, it's well,
Yeah, they
maybe
do,
yeah.
yeah.
One must be women's and one must be men's.
A subtle difference in the skull shape.
One skull has a bow on it, so.
Yeah. It's Bratigita's room. Okay. This seems to be a washroom where they do laundry, but the floor's been partially flooded. Water trickles down from an overflowing wash basin and spills to the floor on the far side of the room. There seems to be a severe drainage issue, and the minority of the ground is covered with murky water. The ground of this room must be slightly recessed because the water finds its level right at the foot of the door. A pile of dishes can be seen jutting up from the murky water to your right, and you see a pile of clothes soaking to your left. A ratway of twine leads over the flooded floor to the basin and the countertop on the other side of the room. You can see what looks like the wizard's recently laundried clothes hanging over the wash tub to dry. Curiously, an elegant dress overlaid with surprisingly clean painter smocks hangs there as well. You can see the tip of a golden object glint in one of the pockets.
Maybe that's one of those
You can get
keys.
that. Look up there.
I
Brutrik
think the wet bandits were here.
wants to go up and grab that gold thing. Hey, everybody. I think I can grab that. Maybe with Clement's help too. Might be easier.
Just be careful.
I see. Hold on a second, and I want to scan the room to see if there's any like drain that's sucking in water at a slower rate than obviously is being dripped down into it.
Yeah.
So just to note if there's any like floor drain anywhere that potentially a small person could be, sucked down to. I'll throw a perception check if you wanna.
Go ahead.
11. I didn't pipe to. Weird. It's because I have the game log open. I got 11.
11. The water is extremely murky. You can't even see to the bottom of it.
There we go.
And your from your size at the deepest point, you would probably be swimming.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna do this, be careful because there could be a drain. And that would be certain doom. And I don't know, maybe there's some weird water rats in here, or water gelatinous cubes. I don't even know anymore in this place.
This is quite unsanitary.
Yeah.
Yes, this all the dirt and gunk that have been washed is just overflowing into this room. And
If we get onto the counter, let's turn off the faucet. Not that I want to stop this guy's place from being water damaged, but it's a waste of water, Conservation. Port.
so this rope is coming from the entrance all the way to the counter.
I assume it's on the ground where we are, and obviously on the counter.
Yeah.
So it'd be an inclining rope from our perspective.
Yeah, so it's
Clementine, you want to come up with me? And we'll go check out the counter and try and get that gold piece?
she looks at the rope and she actually nods, a little nod.
right. Brutrik's gonna start climbing up, but we'll let Clementine go ahead because I assume she's faster than he is.
Alright, so I want you to make me... Shoot, what group is this? A dexterity... A acrobatics roll.
Nice.
Effortless. Effortless.
Yeah. Clementine. Good job. With your big bugbear arms, you're pretty easily able to wrap them all the way around the rope as you make your way across. You both get across.
From the new vantage point on top of the counter, I'd like to do a perception check to see if there's anything else inside of the golden piece.
You're checking the clothes.
Like, cause now I'm like looking down at the floor. If I can see anything from a different vantage point.
Give me a perception. You look around the murky waters, and it's just too dark to really make anything out.
All right, Clementine, we're already up here, and that wasn't so bad. I think our luck's finally turning around. Heads over to where the clothes are drawn.
You give me another acrobatics as you try to leap between these two counters into the counter to the wash tub. Yeah, you're able to balance on here and then leap up onto the wire. And you make your way to where you saw the little gold sparkle. And what you find is a very fancy looking pen. Like one of those old-fashioned pens that, you got to dip in the ink.
Fountain pen.
Fountain pen.
Like the
And,
I actually have one of those as one of my starting equipment. I have a penknife.
So actually, I'm not... It's not like a quilled pen. It looks like a... Here, I'll show you a picture. Discord.
Oh no, a penknife is an actual knife.
Yeah, it's just the size of a pen.
Oh. I thought it was like a certain type of like ink pen. Never mind. No wonder it wasn't working well when I was trying to write.
This kind of pen is sharp enough in which you can stab somebody with it.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's an ink pen. Fountain pen.
Yeah, ink pen.
Something like that.
But it's like
So-
the cannon to me.
So from your perspective, you can tell this is... You pick it up and it seems like, oh, this seems to be special and magical in some way. But you can add whoever ends up getting this can add a +1 spear to their inventory.
I think Simon would be able to use this when we get big again. And then, while carrying it, and the key that I still have.
I'm going to say that you have to give one up. You can't carry both of those.
You had left the key.
That will say as a GM, the keys wouldn't be useful for anything.
They won't be?
Besides a weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw that in the bathtub. Oh yeah, swap it up. So put the key in where I got the pen out of.
Yep.
Oh, perfect.
Are you throwing the key into the wash bin or into the water in the
I grabbed this out of a pocket. I'm
floor?
gonna put the key in the pocket that I took the pen from.
Okay. Alright. You feel there might be more to this pen.
You said initially that it can be a +1 spear, right?
Yep, so but it is a +1 spear.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
So I'm gonna make my way back down to everyone.
Okay, roll me another acrobatics check.
Not running out of luck this time.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Not even better. So what I do is I took the pen and put it over the rope and then slid down on it like one of those.
Yeah. There you go.
Sharks is like, are you just showing off now? Gee.
Clementine also has no problem getting across the rope.
You just
You
zip
make your way
lines
back.
down.
Yep, she does it by her tail though. She hangs onto her tail. She ziplines down.
Shark just is there crossed arms like, everyone's having fun here but me.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go across to see if I can do it.
Brutrik
Oh.
show to Simon and Konan and say, I found this really nice pen, and I think, Simon, since your hands are big enough again, maybe you could use it, and it'll be really, really nice to write with.
That's a vintage. I should have looked up a good company name. I'll notice. I'll be shocked that it's like a very vintage style pen that I would recognize and be like that's why it's like a +1 pen because it's like a super high quality company.
Yeah, so you look on the side, and it's actually etched. There's some words etched to it, and it says "Daydreamer's Point."
Quite a nice find. Thank you.
Did you find Makeout Point too?
No,
Like you know what that is.
Yeah, it's where you make things out in the stars,
We're leaving.
like constellations.
yeah, I'm ready to. Brutrik's ready to leave.
What else was there left? Is it
That was
The
that's all that
other
you found of.
the
that's
other
all you
servants'
found
quarter.
of him.
Yeah, the other servants' quarters was the other room that was left.
Did anybody else notice that those were other people's clothes?
I guess people take off their their cloaks, and then get drunk. Then shrink the cloaks with them.
Oh well, they looked like they were by whoever painted that ghastly portrait, perhaps. Though what befell them, I'm unsure.
And
I'm
someone
guessing.
who would like to wear a beautiful dress. So I feel like another person we can keep an eye out for. Other survivors.
Yes. Simon, did you take the pen to be a plus? Are you using it as a +1 spear?
He'll carry it around.
Are you even able to use it as a +1 spear? Are you even? Well, I mean, you're able to. Are you proficient with it?
Probably not, but
Simple melee weapon.
Size again.
sure then.
You can use it as a staff, kind of. At least, so you look more wizardly.
Daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaffs, and light crossbows is what wizards are proficient with.
Yeah. He doesn't even have a weapon normally. He doesn't even have a quarterstaff.
Well, hold on to that if we need to trade it around, because mechanically, if we need a +1 weapon.
He'll carry it just in case.
Yeah.
So, You see the other room with the rat skull and crossbones on it. You think that might be a bad idea to enter, unless
Yep.
you're looking for a fight.
So we either go upstairs or sneak through the kitchen again.
Let's go upstairs and then circle around and come back down to the kitchen.
Yeah, that kitchen kind of scares me now because it's full of rats.
It seemed to ignore you when you went in there.
I mean, one did walk by us and said we're walking here, so maybe they're maybe they're not sort of Ritego's squad. They're just the actual servants.
Yeah,
I
maybe
know,
we could clear the whole first floor before we go up to the second.
Right, if you guys think it's okay, then I trust you. I'll go with you.
All right, yeah, I'll do it as well, and I'll don my great knife.
Back into the kitchen.
Yeah. Those stairs.
You know, you said Retregos. I think that's actually how you're supposed to pronounce it. I was saying Ratigo.
Either way, I mean, I
will-
was put a little bit of emphasis on the middle syllable. Rtego.
Yeah.
Rtego.
Voiced by Vincent Price.
Yeah. I misspelled his name here. Trego. Doesn't matter, really. But, okay. You gonna head upstairs?
Now we're gonna go into the kitchen.
Oh, the kitchen.
Yeah. Ah!
Well, or the kitchen. Rats ignore you. They seem to be busy, but you do see a door
Head into the next door.
to the north. Yeah.
I'd like to go through there.
Yeah.
Okay, so this looks like to be a great hall. This is easily the largest room in the manor that you've seen so far. The ceiling extends nearly 2 stories up, where the ornate carved wooden ceiling houses stained glass skylights. The floor is a checkerboard of fine marble. The room could very comfortably accommodate a well-attended ball. Sorry, this word is weird. A disissued harpsichord in one corner speaks to this fact. Disused. I don't know, it's the word I don't recognize.
Yeah, disused. Not used.
You're right. And this font is a little weird. It's a little hard to read sometimes. Strangely, the elegant woodwork of the north wall has a convex stone structure almost superimposed onto it. It looks as though somebody has grafted an old keep right onto the sophisticated mansion. It has an imposing, reinforced oak door with no obvious means of opening it.
Oh.
So you see the harpsichord that the druid had mentioned. That
That's the one we have to
Iroa
take notes on.
mentioned. Yeah. You also put this here. You also see that gooey kitty
Uh-oh.
kind of sleeping out. It's huge.
Yeah.
Like in front of the door there.
So we see a door where he's in front of, and then the door we were in, and then there's a door that we can probably easily figure out loops back around to the stairwell.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we should come back here a little later, and maybe when we have a plan to get the cat to leave.
Agreed.
We would wake up that cat playing the harp.
Almost definitely. And you don't know the notes either.
I'm going to keep an eye out for any spray bottles or water containers. Cats don't like water.
maybe you can go up to the cat and go piss 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 piss.
Be like my cat, where I play the harmonica and it freaks out.
You put a cucumber in front of it.
A cucumber beside it.
Yep. So this door leads directly to the other hallway.
So you want to head back upstairs on this side. Oh wait, we have one more door right back
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, there is one door here.
We should check that last door before we go back upstairs. Maybe there's some hints to where the music is.
Well, take a look.
Let's gun it.
Is it labeled at all?
You see a little sign with the door that says chapel.
Okay, I think someone is going to have to marry 2 other people. At least 2 other people. I mean, you can marry more than that, but...
I've already married too many times. Not me.
Okay, you can give away the bride.
Simon?
What?
That's giving away the scribe, not giving away the bride.
Oh.
This room doesn't have a big description, but it does seem to be a small chapel. Like most of the other rooms, it seems to not be used in a while. There's like cobwebs, and the pews are in really bad condition. But you do see where the font, where the holy water would be. Instead, there's just like refuge coming from the ceiling, dripping into it.
Refuse?
It's kind of over. Oh, yeah, refuse.
Okay. I said refuge for a second. I was like, wait, what?
And just like this gunky water is just going into the font where the holy water would be.
I admit I was expecting this level of quality in this particular home. Any spot of papers?
Give me perception. No papers. But you notice like the dust on the floor. Like you don't see any disturbance in it, so I don't think anyone's been in here in a very long time.
There's absolutely nothing here.
Well, if anything, we know this is probably a safe room to go into.
Yeah, if nobody comes in, then nobody will bother us.
Yes. Well, I guess nothing to do but make our way upstairs.
Oh, goody. I'm looking forward to those very large stairs.
Yeah, so I'll get over and I'll lift everybody up each step. And then
Yeah, it's like a trek getting up these stairs.
That was that was a major obstacle.
Yep.
In,
A stair trick.
Like we're some sort of little people in some kind of Star Trek. Right, so you see the carpet that's full of the acid holes. But now that you know what to look out for, you'll be able to easily bypass it without any problem.
First, let's check the first room.
Yeah. Well, go in order, otherwise you have to walk back, and it's like a mile between doors.
Yeah, this is taking you a long time. Ooh, I've been looking forward to this room. Right.
That is not something you want to hear a DM say.
That means it's either going to have a lot of monsters in it, or it's going to be the sex dungeon. And I don't think it's going to be the sex dungeon.
Why not both?
The monster sex dungeon.
God, tentacles everywhere.
Your discretion advised.
This room is dominated by an ornate billiards table. The
Dominate.
dark crimson papered walls are festooned by taxidermied heads of vicious beasts. A particularly well-preserved owlbear appears to be the most prized of the collection. A lumpy creature with a potato-shaped blue body and spindly limbs sit perched on the edge of the table. It's about 8 inches tall and swings its feet in boredom. On the other side of the table, you see a respectably stocked dry bar.
Oh, that's why it was, because there's drinks.
Do we think we could trust this guy?
Could you describe the creature again? Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Couldn't find a good, picture of what it describes, but think of a little potato with a little face. Like a blue potato with a face and like little itty bitty arms and legs.
Mr.
Just
Potato
swinging
Head.
just swinging his arms and legs.
It just said that there's a ton of booze. Sure.
And I would say, Simon, you kind of recognize this because many of the wizards at Candlekeep had creatures similar to this. This seems to be a type of homunculus.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. The homunculi are inherently evil, right?
What's a hunk among? What's the hunky man?
What the Dukas?
Well, I've been known that many people at Candlekeep called me that a couple of times. I don't know why, but that's a homunculus. It's sort of a wizard, sort of a wizard's. How to describe it? You know how some people can make other people? Well, wizards can make that.
As you're talking, the little creature turns its potato body towards you. He goes, "Oh, more little people. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I like when the little people come here.
Why?
Oh, because I've been Zort has been so lonely.
Where do the other little people go after they've been here?
Oh, they usually die.
Oh, is that do they die after leaving here, or in the process of trying to leave here?
Oh, Zort would never hurt the little people because they have so much fun with Zort.
Ah. I noticed that didn't address my question.
Well, you asked if they die in this room.
I'm basically asking, I didn't know if you were being cutesy or not, but I was basically asking, do they die while they're here, i.e. is Zort killing them, or they die after leaving here, i.e. in the house elsewhere?
You guys like, Zort would never hurt the little people, because I'm like a little person too.
Yes. Yes. Sure.
And if I hurt the little people, then no one could play with Zort.
You know, there's a cat downstairs. You ever tried playing with the cat?
I'm not allowed to leave this room. This is where Zort. I used to serve drinks, but Master stopped having guests, and he stopped coming here altogether. After making the little people, used to play billiards to pass the time. It was Zort's favorite game.
Lord, how can you say it if you're just as big as we are?
What was that?
But Lord, how do you play billiards? You don't really seem big enough to hold the cue.
He was about. Yeah, some will say like he may not be as he's a little bit taller than you, Brutrik, but he's definitely wider. And he goes, "Oh, we don't play since Zort's so small, we made up our own rules, where I just hit the ball as hard as I can."
He's like gnome sized.
He's about 8 inches tall.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Or, do you know about anything about sheets of music?
He goes, "Oh yes, sometimes little people ask for sheet music and antidotes."
The antidote is also something that I'm wondering if someone knows about. Yes.
He goes, Zort has part of antidote.
Which part?
One part.
Oh, can
Is it the orange one?
Yeah, what color is
It's
it?
It's on paper.
Oh, got the instructions.
May we read it, please?
He goes, if you play with me. And he kind of gestures to the billiard balls.
Okay.
Sword?
What game do you
Your
want to
Zort-
play? 8-ball, 9-ball? You just want to make up your own rules?
Schnooka?
No,
Don't make up my own rules. We play homunculus billiards.
Is that like Griff Ball?
Can you teach me the rules, Sword?
He goes, of course. And he kind of helps you all up to the billiards table.
It's like I'm playing a level in the Incredible Machine to get all the billiard balls in the pockets.
Zort says, rules are simple. You choose solid color or striped color. Or a solid color or striped balls. And then you get the balls in the pockets. First one to get all 3 wins.
Do we just roll them, or
He kind of makes like a punching motion with one of his potato arms.
oh, I like
They
to do
hit it
that.
as hard as you can in the direction.
No problem. What do you guys want? You just want striped?
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll take stripes.
Zort goes, "Aw, Zort likes stripes."
Oh, you can be stripes if you want.
"No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's just I was always stripes."
Well, maybe that's why you were. You gotta change things up a little bit. Try different things.
Yeah. Zort be solid colors.
Do you a solid.
Be solid. So I'm gonna put you all in the corner here so you don't technically get hit by these balls. So whoever is gonna be hitting these balls, you're basically just gonna make an attack roll against them. And then the amount of damage will be how far it goes.
I'll volunteer. I've got a weapon.
Zort says, you all can play if you like, but you'll be on a team."
Oh, okay.
Oh, we get to cycle through?
If you like.
Yeah.
Works for me.
I'll play too.
So basically, it'll go the amount of spaces that the damage is if you end up hitting it.
Okay. Who goes first, Yort?
Well, I'm just rereading the rules real quick.
Sounds like standard billiards rules.
Yeah. He goes, you ever hear of paper, rock, scissors?
Older parchment shears?
Yeah.
Nope. I'm kidding, I've heard of it.
Okay. He says, let's do 1, 2, 3, and then paper, rock, scissors.
Let's go to,
Roll a D3.
yeah.
We'll see.
Just thinking.
Paper, rock, scissors.
In the Discord, you could have typed in the word and then hit enter at the same time.
That's true. I rolled a 1.
So you put down paper. Zord puts down rock. And he goes, paper beats rock.
Oh, it does. But well played, friend. Well played.
The secret is
And,
that the librarian always picks paper.
Mm-hmm. And he says, little strong man go first.
I think we lost Craig, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's see. So just hit a ball into a pocket.
Yep, choose which direction you want to make it to go. Any of the 8 directions.
Oh, so I can't,
Correct
like,
back.
angle it, so... Okay.
You can do, south, northeast, southwest, and then...
Right.
anything-
Any of the 8 directions around, but I can't...
Yeah.
I can't do...
You can't do, like, trick shots.
I can't
right?
do that, yeah.
Yeah, you have to follow the grid.
So... I'll go up here, since I fancy having the largest die to hit. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot the 10 directly to the right.
Now recording.
Shoot the 10 directly to the right. And I shall attack it. Non-lethally with my great sword knife.
Yeah, don't do it lethally.
Nope! Natural 1.
So
I
you still
forgot
managed
to
to hit it.
I forgot to chalk up the the cue.
Yeah, so you still hit it, but it ends up going in a random direction.
Well, that's good.
So roll me a D8.
D8.
2D.
Oh, to see the direction.
Yeah.
All right. D8. 4. So if you're doing a compass rose / clock, probably southeast.
Yes.
And
And roll me another D8.
You somehow roll it over top yourself.
Yeah.
a lot of backspin on it.
Put a little English on it.
So the balance of this knife, you're just not used to it. It rolls 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. This direction.
That's actually kind of advantageous. I meant to do that.
He goes, "Oh, it's okay. You're a beginner. You're new."
It's true. I'm more of a bowler.
Zort winds up his fist and punches the green 6 ball. I think I gave him 1. Oh, because I gave him. Wait, hold on. Make sure I put his. It
Give
says
him
he
a
has 4 strength. I was wondering if it's supposed to be 14. I put it in wrong.
The homunculi.
He's weaker than Simon.
Yeah. Oh, yep. He's little potato arms, little stringy potato arms.
He's probably at least.
Oh.
Well, maybe not proficient. Whatever. Okay. Yeah.
The ball goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He goes, Zort out of practice. Your turn.
It's probably you got to get used to how the solid colors are, physically different and have different aerodynamics than the stripes.
Yeah.
Who's up next? Brutrik.
I'd like to go next. We go here and punch directly to the south eastern corner pocket.
Right.
Unarmed strike.
Roll me 2d8s.
We are really bad at hitting stationary, solid balls.
Yep. Or hitting them directly in the center, so they go straight.
That's true.
So you knock off center again. So roll me 1d8 and then another d8.
Rolling together. 6.
Roll a 5. Roll a 5.
7 and a 6.
Two, three, 4, 5.
Oh my god.
And then was it a 5?
5 and then a 1. For the 2.
Okay, I thought you said 7. So
That was the
1,
end of
2,
that.
3, 4, 5. You give it a little tap, and it rolls 1 square, but it doesn't go into the. Well, you know what? It's half and half. I'm gonna say it goes in.
Like it's just like teetering on the rim.
Yeah.
Lean up and blow on it.
And he goes, "Ooh, nice shot. I didn't think you would get that one."
No, we are all
But
failing
he said-
miserably at hitting this, and we are winning.
He says, "But way to paint that egg."
I don't know what that means, but thank you.
Hey Zort, if we win, could you get us loaded on that bar?
He goes, "Oh, absolutely." But he says, he goes, "Paint the egg." He goes, "That's a McElroy family reference. You should really watch Monster Factory on the McElroy channel."
Hashtag not sponsored,
Yep.
but are quite willing to be.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one somehow goes backwards. It almost hits him. He goes, 1, 2, 3, 4. But it goes into the hole. And he goes, "This is fun. You don't know which direction it'll go."
It's always a surprise, Zort.
Yeah. That's why Zort loves this game. Anything can happen.
Also, it's the only game you've seen for the past, 200 years or so?
So, does Clementine get a turn?
Rats can't play
Clementine
billiards.
Probably can't understand the rules, but that's just me assuming.
Well, I guess Simon goes next then.
Go sports, go sports, go sports.
He actually takes a long moment to circle around the ball, measures angles and stuff like that. Tries to be all scientific about it. Is it a to hit roll or just strength?
Oh, like you're attacking something.
That's sleep.
So for you, it would either be that spear or a unarmed strike, I suppose.
Yep, unarmed strike. So add a -1.
Oh, nice.
Those at home,
You're like,
Simon got an 18.
yeah, you rolled an 18, so you're like, you just push both your hands and you just give this mighty whack, and just roll for damage. Let's see what you get.
Well, I can't do the damage for unarmed strike because it's an automatic 0. Well, my strength is a -3, so I'll just roll with strength.
So you hit the ball. But it doesn't move. And Zort goes, I don't think the skinny one should play anymore.
The only person to correctly hit a ball was not only the weakest, but was unable to move it.
See? Just 0.
Sense.
Funny.
Just point out for the rules, unarmed strike is automatically 1 plus your strength modifier. And so
Yep. My
anybody's
strength
modifier is negative makes it 0.
Yep, -3.
If you're
I
a
realized I
monk,
should have been doing it. I should have been doing a my claw attack instead of just doing a strength one, but it's fine.
I
So
figured
yeah,
that.
so Zort comes by this blue ball, and this one misses. 2, 1, 2, 6. Goes in the direction he wanted to, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All
He
right.
goes, I like when it hits the edge. I like when it hits the edges. Oh, actually, hold on.
No, that was right.
3, 4, 5. He was right. You can actually choose the direction it goes when it hits a wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But it has to go in it has to make sense. It can't go like that. 5, 6. Okay, there you go. Probably to make it a little easier, so it's not just completely random or out of control. Okay, who's next? He points to you, Sharptooth.
Here I go. Done a couple of pool games in my day.
This is billiards.
What?
It's billiards, not pool.
Pool.
No, it's billiards.
It's pool.
It's He goes, it's homunculus billiards.
Use your base.
Yeah, can you just make your face
Unarmed
as a
strike.
Unarmed strike. That's what I did. It
All right,
is.
so you which one are you hitting?
So I actually
Oh, shot or anything, just hit something.
Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna roll this just to see what it does.
I was gonna. Oh, I think actually, yeah, I'll do this one. I'm gonna try to do the knock to the corner pocket.
It's close enough, but do a damage. A damage. Seven. Yep. So you get it. Immediately goes in this pocket.
Yeah, it's pool.
I knew it. It's just like pool. So we'll hit that blue ball again. 11. Then heal. 3 damage. This one goes neatly in. And he goes, "Oh, we are tied! We are tied!"
Only the green ones are left. Sharptooth, stop pretending to be a ball!
Only the green ones remain.
No.
Alright, Konan.
I find myself strangely at home here.
This is the happiest I've been in a while.
So I'm gonna try and angle it to the pocket up here, because it looks like I'd have to bounce it off the wall here, so... Alright, here I go. I don't think I've hit anything this entire adventure. But I'm feeling lucky. I rolled another one.
You said
roll a d8 twice.
D8 1. 1. D8
Are you kidding?
3.
And it goes 1, 2, 3. Like that. Zort goes, ooh, tough luck.
I was just
Friend.
trying to block you from being able to put it into the nearest pocket.
He's like, oh no, you're right. You're right. See if he realizes that the other one is just as easy. He goes, oh, try to trick Zort. He goes over this direction.
Yeah, trying to trick him from the fact that he has a straight shot to 2 separate holes.
One, two. Zort's. I know this picture has one eye, but his eyes just light up like, oh, Zort wins! Zort wins! He starts to do a little dance on the billiards table. His little potato body jiggling all over the place.
Good job, Zort. See what happens when you try out the solids? You got a good track record. 100% win on the solids.
Zort never wins against Master. It feels good.
I think we should celebrate by getting loaded.
Yes, and reading ingredients. Which is what Konan normally does at a Candlekeep frat party.
Yeah. He goes, oh yes, friends deserve it. And little wings sprout from his potato back. And he gets a little shark, like the smallest shot glasses he can find. And he pours everyone a little bit of whiskey from Waterdeep. He pours 4 shot glasses.
Is it Leaf's whiskey?
He goes,
like a vintage bottle of Leaf's whiskey?
yeah, I guess yeah. It's you see Leaf's smiling face on the front, and you recognize it as the ghost that lives in your basement.
Ain't the guy that lives in a basement as a ghost?
Sharptooth, I think you've had a little too much to drink, even though we haven't drank anything yet.
I've never really drank anything before, but if Sword says it's good.
Down the hatch. Well, I guess that idiom doesn't work here. Bottoms up.
Zort goes, oh yeah, Master was big fan of Leaf's whiskey.
Wait, at least he wasn't lying to us.
Want everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Is the alcohol like a lot more potent because we're tiny?
That could be it.
Probably.
Simon is very hesitant about drinking at all.
Yeah, if you choose to drink, give me a Constitution saving throw.
I down it and I get a 14.
I'm giving myself disadvantage.
Okay.
Choice.
Ooh.
13.
Brutrik.
Simon drinks it with like a
Brutrik.
with like a straw.
This is
Brutrik definitely hasn't drunk alcohol in a while. And you're feeling tipsy after. I want to give you a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Which means basically you get disadvantage on saving throws until you take a short rest.
Alright.
And you're feeling tipsy, but everyone else seems to be pretty good. And as you're
Sports? So relax. Just nice.
and Zord says, I promised you part of antidote paper.
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you so much.
Here, I'll read this one. Notes on shrinking reversal. After several trials, it appears sweet vitriol is the missing piece. One must simply ingest it after the initial compound to permanently reverse the shrinking magic. Alright, well, that's another ingredient. Told you I'm a good orator.
If you ever want to play billiards again, come by to Zort's room. We'll have fun.
We'll try it when we get bigger. We'll come on back and we'll try it at normal level, normal size. You wouldn't happen to know what sweet vitriol is? Is it one of your whiskeys?
He says, "Oh, sounds like one of the master's ingredients."
Sweet vitriol.
Hey, Craig. That's again.
Greg.
At least he's still there. I think it just told us that the it failed to.
Yeah, it left.
Oh, there he goes. Be one moment. I'm going to run to the restroom. Talk amongst yourselves.
Can I by any chance?
Now recording.
Hello again. Can I by any chance roll to see if I know what that is, like a nature check or something, or history?
Sure. Either a medicine check or nature check.
I feel like
That's the same as nature. So probably not, or may have heard it, but not familiar with it.
And as I look it up,
A vitriol usually just means like harsh words and stuff.
I mean, we'll say just because I'm reading it. It's what ether was first known as. Sweet oil of vitriol.
Oh, okay. That was one of the early forms of sleeping gas, essentially. And for it was or for a numbing agent.
Brandy?
You kind of. I see your potato homunculus thing there.
Homunculi. Two of them.
Homunculi.
Yeah, there's two of them.
just get a color tint them blue.
I know who painted the picture you used for the token, but I cannot collectively remember.
It's I think it's from Magic.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
I'm back.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that does look like a Magic the Gathering character.
Yeah, like homunculus is in there on like one big eye. I tried to look for like potato creature or potato monster. I couldn't quite find it.
The closest I could think of was an Antwerp from a Sierra game. From Quest for Glory, though that has two eyes.
So you have two. You know the what to do after you made the antidote, but not quite how to make it itself.
we do have 2 out of the supposed 3 parts that we need to find them, so that's pretty good. Because the mouse
wizards made a symbol for you on his top. There's only one more to find.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So where to next? Just keep going to the next room?
I think if I'm guessing at the map right, the next one will probably be a balcony to the hallway or the grand hall from downstairs. But yeah, give that one a try.
It seems to be a parlor.
Oh,
Crammed bookcases line the oak panel walls of this room. A heavy wooden writing desk with a roll top sits prominently against the far wall. Small paintings depicting faraway locales are crowded on the walls, wherever there's space. So there's just pictures, like every inch of space, there's like a painting somewhere.
This parlor
And
style.
busts of long dead philosophers further clutter the busy decor.
I probably recognize the philosophers if they're like actual famous philosophers.
yeah. Sharptooth gets to enjoy several minutes of Simon and Konan naming off every single picture and bust in the room.
Oh, joy.
That's so great, and that's Plato. Plato was a famous philosopher who invented a sort of a molding toy.
Oh my god.
No. That's Ziggy Stardust.
Wait, I know that guy.
No, this is the original Ziggy Stardust. He invented Stardust.
He was a very famous astrologian.
Yes.
Oh, definitely different guy. So we're just looking for a little bit of paper somewhere here?
Oh yes, I got distracted.
You know, at this angle, you can see Plato's nose.
So, you do see a desk. You see a wooden globe atop it, and a kind of like a scroll case on there as well.
I think I can go up there and look at it.
Alright, I'll see you down here.
Okay.
Sorry for asking you to do all of the climbing.
Honestly, it's actually kind of nice because sometimes we're just walking. I get to use my arms a bit.
There is one problem, that you don't see an easy way to get up there. The legs are such that maybe you could climb. But then there's the legs aren't at the very edge of the desk. It's kind of like there's a few inches in real space, from the edge. So even if you climbed up the chair of the leg, you wouldn't necessarily be able to get on top of the desk unless you did some really nifty acrobatics to try to reach the edge.
Yeah, I don't have anything good
Brutrik,
for
you've tried your whole life for this.
I guess, looking at that's not a very easy jump. I could even say it's a hard jump. I'm just wondering, is there something else around the room that could maybe make this jump a bit easier? Like maybe stacking some books or something?
Give me a perception check. 15. You do see one of the bookshelves on the lower thing is low enough where you could probably easily stack some books to reach part of the way up.
It's a good idea.
Brutrik
Unless you get unless you get fancy about how you do it, even if you stack them on top of each other, probably only reach about halfway up.
And stack a couple vertical, and we can make like a bookend.
So you're like checking out the books, and you see like one is kind of fallen off the table, and it's kind of like just laying on the floor. And you kind of lift it up to see how heavy it is, and you see the flattened and broken body of a tiny adventurer that perhaps tried to climb the bookshelf and slipped, and a book fell right on top of him and smushed him.
Oh my.
See, he took out some heavy reading. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't joke. It's quite
the man's
horrible.
dead.
Well,
Oh boy. I'm sorry. Should I put it back down? Am I disturbing?
Jord, how did you get in here?
That's there you go. I'm Zord, I'm back!
Oh,
Okay. Well, I guess, just a reminder, the stakes are high here. Okay. I'm gonna stack some books. Just be very careful that they don't fall on top.
I'll help. I'm good at see this guy over here. He's Pythagorean. He came up with Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem. Anyway, it's just math on how to stack things triangularly.
That's how to bake pie, right?
So I'm looking at my D&D source books and how tall they are, and how you can stack them to reach a top of a table.
Could Konan maybe help give him a lift up?
Yeah, I could
So-
probably help him.
I will say you also while you're looking at the books, there is also a chair that you would sit at the table, but it is on kind of the opposite side of the room.
Gotta be a way up there.
Drag this chair all the way across the room without alerting anyone?
I mean, we can try and just push it along. I don't think anybody's gonna be alerted.
I will say it has little wheels at the bottom, so it
that's
wouldn't be
handy.
impossible. So it wouldn't be impossible to push.
One of those little library footstool things, little like cylinder ones.
The ones that the wheels work just as well as the ones in the grocery stores.
Yes.
Yep, it means you can't go straight.
One of them is too short, so just flops around in the air, and at least two of them squeak.
How about you take one side and I take the other, and we both push it across the room?
Okay, I'll get on. Okay, I'll help push across the room.
Yeah,
Even
each
though
one give me a.
I may be a barbarian, but I'm not a very strong barbarian. I'm a smart barbarian.
Each one give me a athletics.
15 for Konan.
You kind of bump into one of the walls, like you can't get it straight. Brutrik isn't putting his all into it, and
Pivot.
it kind of goes off to the side. Give me one more strength or athletics.
There, I think I'm doing better now.
Throw the chair.
Right, you're able to roll it up to the desk, and you think with the books, the chair, with this little handholds.
We have to try
You'll
and
be able
stack some
to-
books on top of the chair. I don't think you thought this through,
Yeah.
Joey. Well, I guess we could roll the chair on top of the books like a ramp.
It's all. Listen, the thing says have the players use your imagination. So with a series of books, chairs, and desk,
The books are probably to get you up onto the chair.
Yeah, there you go.
you're able to make your way up.
Oh boy, I sure hope there's something on this desk.
Oh, hey, there was a staircase on the back side of this desk the whole time.
Yeah, just looking around what's on top of the desk. Preferably either a music sheet or an antidote ingredient.
So this is one that like this desk has little door on top, and you realize in order to reach your way up there, you need to grab the handle, and it's kind of rickety. As you kind of reach up there, and you see the globe start to teeter as you try to climb up. So whoever's trying to get up there, make me a dexterity saving throw. See if you can do so.
Definitely think that's great.
Yeah,
Quiet
Brutrik.
enough. Ooh.
I was close. In my head, I was saying,
So
come
you're-
on, 3.
So you're a little bit too forceful as you're making your way up, and the globe kind of teeters over. And you're just kind of hit flat in the face with it, and you're knocked down onto the chair, and the globe just goes rolling across the floor, and just whoever's not up there just narrowly avoids it. But Brutrik, you will take 2d6. You will take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Oh. Boy, ever since I drank that whiskey, I just have been feeling...
Oh, that's right. You were drunk from the whiskey, so you should have had disadvantage on those rolls, but it's fine.
Oh my god. Sure, going around doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. You were like just weaving all over the place. Yeah, but you find the scroll case, but it seems to be locked. It has a little keyhole on the front.
I thought someone said we didn't need keys.
Well, that I would have said that key doesn't fit. Been like,
Yeah, I just
would have been
messed
like,
with you.
what?
I know.
Oh, the locksmith.
I got that reference.
Oh no.
What's wrong, Brutrik?
The thing, I should have kept it instead of the pen. Everybody, there's a lock up here.
Can you just hit it?
Can I? I think I can. Drunk Brutrik is gonna punch the lock. Because that-
Not much.
I think there actually are rules for that.
Well, give me a strength check or strength roll. Yeah, you give it a punch, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
Oh. Good work, guys. What do I do?
Can you like weasel your arm in it and then try to unhook the thing? Your arms are pretty long.
Oh, like picking the lock.
I don't even know if your arms might even be too big.
I'll say even in your shrunken state, it would be too big to enter a keyhole like this. You kind of look at it, it's like, if this was normal size, this would probably be easily picked with thieves' tools. But not so much here.
If you stuck your hand in, it would probably be something along the lines of when you try to stick your hand in a vending machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why not just roll it off the desk and we can look at it down here.
Might even break it on the way down. I guess after it reaches the ground.
Okay.
You able to roll it? Yeah, you're able to throw it down.
It'll throw down.
And it. Yep. And now it's on the floor.
Alright.
Goes back.
Hey Simon, you wouldn't happen to have a lock in your or knock in your little tiny wizard book, would you?
I'm afraid not. The idea of unlocking doors never came up.
It's true, it's I mean, yeah.
Sharptooth, I'm surprised you can't unlock.
Why would I do that? Everything's usually just given to me.
Crash!
You have to tell me when Craig leaves, because I can't hear the thing. But Buzz
Craig's probably
recording.
gone.
Buzz recording though, so it should be fine. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'll try and like smash it, smash either the lock or a hole in the side of the thing, whichever seems easier.
It's like the equivalent of like a steel door.
Right. I figured it's like iron or something, which I think like the AC is like 19 for like iron or something. But I'll hit it with my my great knife.
Make a little dent in it, but it doesn't open.
Nah. Are there any keys around? Do we see any keys in this room? Are there any keys up there, Brutrik?
Do I see a key?
Now recording.
You look on top of the desk. You open the little drawer. And you see some parchment, some blank parchment, and some pens. And you see that's kind of it. You see a little quill and a bottle of ink. But you don't see any keys.
From being on top of the desk, can I survey the entire room and see if there's like a key, just like on a, like the wall? And
Yeah.
there's on a shelf somewhere.
I mean, the room was like just covered with pictures and little statues of people. You don't see any keys hanging on the wall.
I can't see a key anywhere up here.
Yeah. I mean, who's he really locking this from anyway? Who's gonna steal any of this stuff? Tiny people?
Yes.
I see your point. Anybody else want to have a go at smashing it open?
Give it a shot.
You have a feeling that this thing is not just going to break
Yeah.
after you try to open it. You try to break it open.
Is it possible to try and manipulate the lock itself? Could we try and lockpick it?
Do any of you have thieves' tools?
I think the thieves' tools would be way too tiny for the lock anyway, but no, I don't.
Yeah. If you had thieves' tools, it would be like putting a piece of hair into a lock.
I don't think any of us are proficient in it either.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you could find something to
We would
unlock
understand the method of picking a lock if we're
Yeah.
proficient in lockpick tool or
Yeah,
lockpicking. Thieves' tools. Well, maybe we should circle back here at another point if we can't find anything. But notice anything in like any of the statues or paintings that have like a key sticking out of it, like a way to hide the key in plain sight?
Oh yeah, one of the statues has a key for a nose. No, you see no keys.
There's like another room with staircase.
Yeah, well, let's keep going. This probably just has some like I don't know blank checks in it or something. We're gonna do a
Yeah,
blank
so
check.
you just place the scroll next to the chair so you would know where it is. Unless you want to take it with you.
Can Brutrik?
It'll be pretty darn heavy.
Is it?
You can probably carry it around with 2 hands.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. There's not many people in this room, in this house.
Brutrik will leave it in the room.
Okay.
Come back for some of these books later, though. I think I've earned it.
A thick layer of dust coats almost everything in this bedroom. A 4-post bed sits crumbling in the center of the room. It has deteriorated to such a degree that coils can be seen protruding from the bottom. Another remarkable feature is a trickle of viscous green liquid leaking from the ceiling. It steadily drips in one corner. Around it, a strange formation of dust and debris has sprung up, rising above 2 feet in height. It curls in an asymmetrical hexagonal helical pattern.
Oh, practical.
Helical.
Helical.
I like the
Oh,
helical.
helical. Okay.
Oh.
Why does it have to use all these big words?
Yeah, these people who made this venture just are too smart with their words.
We've got a thesaurus.
They were paid by the word.
You're paid by the length.
Also, hello,
You
because
see,
chances are you're listening.
Yeah, you see this strange thing full of trash that the slime is dripping into, and you see a bed that is deteriorating, and springs are poking out of it.
Doesn't look too safe.
Any signs of paper or orangeness?
Or sweet vitriol.
Do we think we need a greenness, maybe? We need to grab some of this?
Nothing in this place that has been green has been anything other than wanting to eat us.
That's very true.
Yes. Also, stop looking at me and licking your lips, sweet sharp tooth.
You take a quick glance, and it's a pretty sparse bedroom. The only thing of note is the mattress and the pile of trash.
I guess if this is a
Helical
guest bath.
formation is sort of like a spiral staircase, it might be, so it looks like
It's made of dust.
okay.
Like how it just spider webs when it grows too long for too long.
Surprised we haven't fought any dust bunnies yet.
Yeah, well, it seems like a missed opportunity, doesn't it?
Yeah, we need more allies.
But yeah, I guess going, and there's nothing under the bed.
It's like on the floor. It's like the like the bed is kind of crumbled and broken, and the mattress is just laying on the floor. It's all of its springs are just coming out of it. The fabric's all worn out, deteriorated, and all that stuff.
Sounds like an old apartment of mine.
Yeah, it says here it's like Buns' apartment.
So Since
Well.
Brutrik to hide things in his bed in the monastery under the mattress, he's gonna check around the perimeter to see if anything was like stuffed underneath it.
Yeah, I'll take a look. I'll help. I'll help Brutrik look, like help lift up like some stuffing and whatnot. What's up with the mattresses?
Yeah, give me a whoever's searching, Conan's basically given the help action. Do it with
Yeah.
an advantage. Give me a perception.
Brutrik, you go ahead and do the
16. You notice that one of the springs is extremely loose as you check it, and kind of like falls to the ground.
Could use a spring for anything.
It seems like extremely bouncy, despite its old age.
Can we use that to pick a lock?
Or could I use that to jump really high?
Try that. Right now.
Brutrik's gonna stand on top of it and see if he can jump higher.
So you put the string on the ground, and you jump on top of it, and you jump approximately 3 times higher than what you could previously jump.
Whoa.
And then since he's drunk, you fall onto the mattress.
That was probably the safest thing to do.
I know. I keep forgetting Simon. I keep forgetting the drunkenness. But
Oh no, I was thinking more of the mentality of, I wonder if this makes me go higher.
yeah.
But also, I'm trying, because I have Drunken Master is the way I'm going.
This is true.
Oh yeah.
Just relaxingly.
And Sharptooth asks, you think you can pick a lock with this? You do think that the coils seem to be, if you were actual size, about the same size of like a lockpick. If you just used a part of the wire.
Would we be able to manipulate that as this size, though?
And do we know how to use one to begin with?
Yeah.
I absolutely do not.
Stop assuming I know how to use this.
Stop assuming I know how to steal stuff like that. Not that type of goblin anymore.
I don't think there is a single person in any of our campaigns that has proficiency in lockpicking.
No rogues.
I think you can still
Artificers.
roll for it.
You can. You're not proficient with it. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, you can still try to pick the lock.
Yeah.
You're just not proficient, so that means you won't get a bonus.
Yeah. It's also, you can probably also say things like either you get disadvantage because you don't know how the lock works,
Yeah.
or it's a higher DC. I would say that we have an artificer, and artificers are proficient with thieves' tools, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Who's the artificer?
You're right. We don't. We had a Warforged, and I immediately thought artificer was Warforged because they both came out in Eberron.
Who's the Warforged?
Sally, in any of our campaigns.
Yeah, I was talking about
the other game. Okay,
Yeah,
it's like, what are you talking about?
No, that's what I was saying. In all of our games, I don't think we have a single rogue except for now.
Well, I'm pretty sure our rogue can now.
Yeah, I mean before now. Anyway,
you think you can attempt to pick the lock if you break off part of these like rusty pieces of wire?
Oh, let's at least try to break off a piece of the wire. Try and detach it.
Yeah.
Right. Konan, you're easily enough using your knife able to cut off a kind of like a crowbar size length of this wire, and for all intents and purposes, it is a crowbar.
Okie doke. Success.
Do you want to try to go to the other room? Well, is there anything else you want to do in this room?
I'll take another look around if one. Well, we already looked. We didn't really see anything of note. So.
But did we actually see what the green stuff is doing to the floor, or you just know it's dripping from the ceiling?
So it's like it's dripping into one corner, and all around it, the trash has been almost like accumulating around it.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous, suspicious, so let's leave that alone.
Yeah.
I'm ready to leave the room.
It's yeah, it seems to be a lot of like sewing supplies making up the trash too, like just some needles and string.
So this is where that one rat got his stuff.
Can I carry the spring with me?
Yeah, you yeah, you can.
Let's head back into the parlor and see if we can open the door or open the lock.
So yeah, give me a sleight of hand. Whoever's trying to open this.
I am not dexterous, no, not me.
+4.
This time I will remember the exhaustion, so you're gonna have disadvantage.
Steph, how are you?
+2.
I'm +4. Maybe old Sharptooth. He is good at stealing. Alright, Sharptooth.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it takes you a moment to get like just the size difference, but this takes you back to your old thieving days, of last week.
Or that one time in which they didn't give you a key to the wet bar.
Yeah.
The lock yelling tower. The yelling tower.
Like, I still don't have a key to the Troll Skull Manor. I just pick the lock each time I want to get in. And you open it up, and a piece of everything in this house is like all old and all the paper's yellowing and stuff.
Yeah.
But this even though this picture is going to say the contrary, this is actually a nice looking piece of sheet music.
Anybody, there's something written here on this piece of paper.
Let me see if I can read in any of the languages I know. It's not common, it's not Draconic, it's not Dwarvish, it's not Elvish, it's not
Sharptooth,
Gnomish.
you immediately recognize. It's like, hey, this is the bass line to my #1 hit song.
Song of Storms.
What's that? It's the #1 hit song. What's a rock gnome gonna do? That's what it's called.
Write that down.
It's called rock and roll gnomes.
So that isn't.
Doing.
Or is that?
What's that? I'm sorry, you're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Is that bass clef or treble clef? Because if that's treble,
Well, that is an excellent question. And
There's
I'm gonna say yes.
it's bass.
What if this is upside down?
No, it's.
You recognize this is the sheet music that the druid is probably speaking.
Yeah.
That's the notes.
Alright.
C D E C. If
Dun
it's big.
dun 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 dun.
All right, yeah. Which one is it? Yeah.
Okay, so it is a little past 11. I don't mind going on a little longer.
No,
But if you want to call it for,
yeah, I should probably call it now because I actually have to work in the morning and I haven't worked in a week and a half.
Lucky.
Your job, eh? Happens.
I still don't get
You have
vacation time until March.
Oh,
so you have found 2 parchments with antidote instructions, but not actually how to make the antidote. And the piece of sheet music which is apparently the password to open the door to the tower.
Now, did they say that it was just one sheet music or multiple?
This one. So this is the only one you have to find.
Yay!
right.
We needed hopefully 3 sheets for the antidote to figure out how to make it. Like 3.
Yeah, you're looking
You don't have any of the
for
ingredients.
what? Yeah, you don't know how to make it yet. Okay. Thanks everyone, and might be able to conclude this next week.
Yeah.
TPK. TPK.
Yeah.